Should have been filming like 10 minutes ago. I went like this. All right. Thought that was our signal. We have different signals at home. So what happens is we're right now, this group, however good we whittle down to, and right now we're still staying strong, is we're building for a future, which we don't know when that's coming. What I mean by that is if we all can find 20 deals a month, and a year from now, we have inventory coming in like crazy, we have buyers ready to buy like crazy, do you think everyone's going to get paid? Yeah. We're in this era now where nobody wants to do anything because it's all about politics. And everyone is fearful to do anything. And I'm sitting here looking at people calling me and going, man, that's a deal. I was telling Jim about a deal. One of my attorneys in one of our big projects in Costa Rica said, I need $200,000 by Tuesday. And I'll pay it back on like December 14th and pay 24% return. That's phenomenal in this market. And everyone is, oh no, I'm too scared. I'm going to leave it over here earning 2% for right now. So this fear thing, instead of trying to just beat it into everybody's head going, what are you fearful for? Let's just build the team and be ready so when they start to come out and look and go, gee, we didn't disappear, we're still here. We may have a whole lot of new government rules and, you know, all these new 1,000-page things that nobody's ever read anyway. So we're going to have to get in that mindset of setting our goals, moving forward, and knowing that we're building this Team Reed business. And again, I say it's Team Reed only because I'm here leading it. You guys can all go off in your own direction, and eventually you will. But what I want to make sure is when we get a deal, so in Lean's situation, we get a deal, first marketing piece out there can be Craigslist, can be the Twitters, the Facebooks, all this other stuff. But at the same time, a Star Telegram ad needs to be placed. A Shopper's Guide ad needs to be placed. What else did we talk about, Lean, that needed to go in the front yard?
A sign on the front.
A sign. See, one of the biggest things in this business as a wholesaler you get scared to do is once you've got it under contract, you're scared to put a sign out front. And I used to be the same way. So, and the reason is I'm sitting there going, well, I'm buying it from Jeanette for 10 and now I'm going to go stick a sign in her yard that says 17. So that scares people from doing it. And what has to happen is we go back to our page 9 negotiations and go, Jeanette, I'm solving her problem. She's motivated. I'm getting this property. But part of the deal is, Jeanette, I'm going to put a sign out there. Now, she goes, why are you putting a sign? It's real simple. I don't want anyone in here ever lying or anything. You just say, I'm testing my marketing. That's all it is. They shouldn't care if they're really motivated. And that's why we're using the point systems that I used 20-something years ago. You know, those point systems will say, well, if she's really motivated and she's really, you know, got to get rid of it, she's not going to worry about signing up front. Especially if it's only even $7,000 more than what she was doing. She was like, Jenny told me it was going to cost $6 or $7 to fix. All you're saying is, I'm just testing some marketing. Right now, you need to understand, so many people are just walking from their homes, they don't care about a sign. They've got problems, there's troubles, okay? Lots of people are in foreclosure. These are problems that we're going to try to solve. And we're letting them know to help solve it, this will help us solve it. And now, the reason I say that, because in the area where Lean was, that's a neighborhood where the buyer I know that would buy that is not going to look in the Star Telegram, is not going to look on Facebook, is not going to look on the internet. They're going to drive by. And then you got to catch their attention when they drive by, because you got to have some Spanish words on there. Dueño, dueño. And I don't even know if I'm saying it right. And you don't have to speak Spanish. Does anybody in here speak Spanish? Oh, this is good. All right, because Team Reed needs some extra Spanish-speaking people. Because the last time I tried to call Hatcher, he was out of town, and I've got something on my machine with him. I'm stuck. So the same thing. I heard something like that. I did catch that in Casa. So what we want to do is get that marketing out there that hits those neighborhoods. So where Lean was, that's because I've been thinking about Lean's property and putting it out there. Now the next thing Lean needs to do, say, Jimmy, help me with this deal. And I can say, look, Lean, it's not anything I have a bunch of buyers for right now, but what can I do to help you? I can put it in the network. I can put it on my web page. I can put it up on my YouTube page. See, a lot of people don't have web pages. And what I'm trying to do now is get you to do a free web page, which is really one of the strongest. It's not a true web page, but it is a web page. It's YouTube. It's the third largest internet tool in the world. Google being number one, Yahoo number two. My web guys that I've been paying all this money to are not only teaching me, they're guiding me. And I'm about to, which is going to help this network, bring possibly Jeff in, and he and I have been talking. So Jeff, if you're watching this, since I know you will be, since he does the web, he and I are talking about partnering up on the front end to get the stuff out there on the training end, and to put the web page out there to where instead of getting a few, 5,000 hits a year, we get 5,000 hits a week. That's what he's working on getting us to. That way, I want this happening. There's so much email that I actually have to probably go, and Connie's not here today, but I go, Connie, you got to start working in my office, because there's no way to answer all this email. That's a good thing, because it means people are ready to buy properties. So what we're doing and getting this set up is find the deal, market the deal. But again, we know we're only dealing with the deals, and these sheets with the point system on there, they're going to help you do it. Okay. Now, the other questions people are asking, some good ones, different things like they're tracking people and they're having a hard time finding phone numbers. Everything they've tried to find phone numbers is not working. Anybody having that problem, raise your hand. Okay, now, two scenarios here. If you try to work just on the vacants only, every vacant property there is, you try to work every one of those leads and try to call every one of those people, you're going to spend a lot of time. And I always do it from the other side. Now, I understand, in the beginning I did the same thing. I do the shotgun method, just shoot out marketing everywhere. Because this marketing, this is the key angle. When you start calling people, it's different than when they're calling you. That's why I'm big about the marketing. It's like McDonald's, and I always use this in our trainings and scenarios. McDonald's is a great company. They're a great real estate business, and for the cash flow, they got a little hamburger stand, okay? But the thing is, they know you're not going to eat at McDonald's every day. They know you're going to go to the other food stores. But they keep marketing. They keep telling you over and over and over, hey, when you're ready, we're here. The Golden Arches, they're here. Come see us. You know us, here it is. Well, the same thing's going to happen when you start marketing. And that's where you got to spend some money. You're going to have to do some marketing. Now, I've given you a lot of scenarios of how to market now that are free. Start doing that. Start creating some kind of page. Start putting some signs out. Signs are going to cost you money. I don't like the little, I teach you, the poor man's way to do it. It's just you're spending more time. It's like trying to build a model without any instructions. It can eventually get done. It's not going to be great. It's going to take you 10 times longer because you didn't have the instructions. The instructions make things go faster. And in this business, if you try to save $20 here, listen closely, you try to save $20 here, it's costing you $500 whether you realize it or not. Because it's just the time and the factor of trying to do it from scratch when someone's already given you a foolproof system. Next thing, when we go from here today, 3 weeks before we hit the next meeting, some of you are going, well, we're just going to keep working those vacants we did last Saturday? No. In fact, after today, I'm going to say you kind of can start going wherever you want. Now, I prefer, again, that you try to work the areas we gave you. But the competitiveness of real estate investing is just that. It's